Welcome back. Today in this video we are going to discuss about sequence part 2. So in this video first we start with the increasing sequence. When we can say that the sequence is increasing, suppose you have un is less than un plus 1 for all values of n, then the sequence will be the increasing. Otherwise you may write that u1 is less than u2 is less than u3 is less than and so on. If this is going to be happen, then definitely we can say that the sequence is going to be the increasing. So this is the example. So you have given that un is equal n square plus 1, but when we put n is equal 1, that is going n is equal 0, so it start with 1, n is equal 2, so it will be n is equal 1, so it will be the 2, n is equal 2, then it will be 5, and that means when we put n goes to very large number, the number its image is also going to be the very large. Therefore this sequence is going to be increasing sequence. So this is the one method where you can see that the sequence is going to be the increasing sequence. In other words, also you can say that the un minus un plus 1, if you get the difference is negative, then definitely we can say that the un is less than un plus 1, and hence it is going to be the what exactly increasing sequence. Otherwise you may see that un divided by un plus 1, but when you observe that its ratio is going to be less than 1, then definitely we can say that the sequence is also going to be the increasing sequence. So this is the decreasing sequence. Un is greater than un plus 1. What does it mean by un is greater than u2 is greater than u3 is greater than? That means whatever we have this one graph, and this is what exactly decreasing sequence. And also you can see the another method is that un minus un plus 1. Whenever you take two number, that is un, and when we replace n by n plus 1, so you will get un plus 1. Both the number, if you are going to get only greater than 0, so this means that un is greater than un plus 1 for all the natural number. In other words, also you can say that the un divided by un plus 1, if the quantity is greater than 1, then also you can say that the sequence is nothing but decreasing sequence. In other words, also you can see that its first derivative, if it is negative, then definitely we can say that the sequence is going to be the decreasing, and un dash, if it is greater, then it is going to be the increasing. So all these notes you should remember, and whenever it is required they will use all these notes. And monotonic sequence is where when we have the sequence is increasing or decreasing, and that sequence is known as the monotonically increasing, also monotonically decreasing is there. Therefore we can say that the monotonic sequence is there. Example, first prove that this sequence is the decreasing. So un is there, un plus 1 is there. So from this number what we can conclude that n plus 2 is less than n plus. This is method number 1. N plus 2 is less than n plus 2, and that is clearly. But for our simplicity, I am just going to take reciprocal of this one number. So 1 divided by n plus 2 greater than 1 divided by n plus 3. But I want the numerator contains that is 3, so I just multiply by 3. But this is going to be what exactly un, so I said this is un. And this is what exactly our un plus 1, so this is un plus 1. So what I'm just going to get, un is greater than un plus 1 for all the values of n greater or equal 1, therefore the sequence is going to be the decreasing. Method number 2. So what you have to start with, un minus un plus 1. So you can see un is nothing but 3 divided by n plus 2, and also 3 divided by n plus 3. But when you take 3 common, and when you take the LCM, n plus 2 into n plus 3, so here n plus 3 is there, and here n minus 2 will be there, because if I put here plus, so that will be the bracket, but when I open the bracket, so it will be the minus. So from this you can observe that this is going to be the cancel out, and 3 into 2 minus 3 minus 2 is nothing but 1 divided by, and this quantity is always depends on the values of n, and this is going to be what exactly greater than. What does it mean by? We have obtained that un minus un plus 1 is greater than. What does it mean by? Un is greater than un plus 1, and hence we can say that the sequence is nothing but decreasing. Third case, also you can show that un is there, that is the 3 divided by n plus 2. You need to determine its derivative un dash. So what you need to consider, 3 divided by n plus 2, that is you know how to derive its first derivative, and you will get minus 3 divided by n plus 2 raised to power 2, and which is going to be the negative, and hence you can say that the sequence is what exactly decreasing. So let us assume that one more question. N square divided by n square plus 1 is the sequence is increasing. I'm not going to discuss all the three methods, but I'm just going to focus first un plus 1 minus un, and un plus 1 that can be derived, just n is replaced by n plus 1, and whenever you write, so you will get this is un plus 1 minus un, and whenever you take the LCM of these two numbers, so whenever multiply with n square plus 1 into n square plus 2n plus 1, so you will get this one, and minus into n square into n square plus 2n plus 2, so you will get this one. But whenever you simplify, so n raised to 4 will be cancelled out, this is going to be the cancel out, this is also going to be cancelled out, so you are going to left with 2n plus 1 divided by whatever we have the denominator. But n is running from 1 to infinite, that means this quantity is always positive, that means it is greater than 0, and therefore it is an increasing sequence. Prove that the sequence this one is decreasing, so also you have to follow the same criteria, un plus 1 minus un, and if you supposed to get the negative value, because this number is always going, because these can be written as minus common, so n square plus n minus 1 divided by n square plus 2n plus 2. For simplicity, just assume that biggest number, like n is equal, just assume the 10, and what you see, 10 square, that is 100, 100 plus 10, that is 110, and minus 1, that is 109, and this is going to be always negative quantity, and therefore we can say that the sequence is going to be what exactly decreasing. Bounded sequence, when we can say that the sequence is bounded, but when we have sequence is bounded above as well as bounded below, then we can say that the sequence is a bounded sequence. So if I assume that this is the main, and suppose you want to work in this side, but there is one wall, and that wall cannot be crossed by this one main. So what I can say that this is going to be this side, so this is what exactly bounded above, this is going to be the bounded above. But when we assume that it is going to be exactly minus infinite, there is no bound, there is no bound, so therefore we can say that this is the bounded above. But when we consider this, that man is going to be the left hand side, and this is there is a bound, it is not able to cross this one, but this is what exactly infinite, so what we can say, this is the bounded below, and this is there is no bound, so what we can say, this is the bounded below by this quantity, and therefore we can conclude that 1 2 3 4 5 8 and so on, so this is bound lower quantity, and therefore it is known as the bounded below by this one for this sequence. But when we observe this sequence, and when we put n is equal 1, so it is going to be 4, n is equal 2, so we are left with 3, n is equal 3, so we will have 2 and so on. So this is the largest one number that we cannot cross this wall, that means we can say this is the upper bound and bounded above by what, that is the 4. So we can say this, there exists a number such that un is less or equal, that means sequence is bounded by some number, and that number is nothing but your n, and that number should be whatever it is, positive or negative, and therefore we can say this is the bounded above by n, and therefore the bounded below will be what, there exists a number such that un is greater than or equal to m, that means there is a number which cannot below crossing this one, that means we can say 1 is there, and therefore for this sequence we can say that the bounded below by the number, but number is nothing but here, that is 1. This is another question, so that is also you can say that this sequence is a bounded sequence. If I say this is and this is, I have this is bounded above, and left hand side it shows that bounded below, that means I'm not able to cross this one, also I'm not able to cross this one, and therefore this sequence itself will be what, that is the bounded sequence. So let us see the 1 by n. When you see and this is our real line, and this is 0. 1 is there. N is equal 1 by 2, n is equal 1 by 3, 1 by 4. That means when you tends to infinite, so our number itself is going to be what? Exactly 0. Therefore the bounded below by 0 and bounded above by 1, maximum number that is 1 and minimum number that is what our bounded below. So therefore we can say this is the lower boundary and this is what exactly upper boundary. So 0 less or equal to un less than 1, so it is says that this is the bounded above and this is known as the bounded below. So whenever I mention that BDD, that means bounded, so that thing you should keep in mind. And therefore one theorem is that every bounded and monotonic sequence is convergent. Mind well, bounded and monotonically, if both the conditions are satisfied, then and then only we can say. In other words, you can understand, whenever we have the bounded above and increasing sequence, then we can say that the sequence is convergent. If one of them valued, then we cannot say the sequence is convergent. Another condition is there, bounded below and decreasing sequence, then definitely we can say that the sequence is convergent. So let us use these two property and we can solve the sequence is convergent or divergent without finding its limit. Sometimes it is very difficult to determine its limit. So therefore in that case we will use this theorem. So let us understand first question, is a monotonic, is it convergent? We want to show that the sequence is a monotonic, and also we want to find that is it convergent. If the sequence is monotonically increasing and also we have to find its bounded above, then definitely we can say that the sequence is convergent. Otherwise, if we get the sequence is decreasing and if we get the bounded below, then definitely we can say that the sequence is going to be the convergent. So let us see first, un is there, just n is replaced by un plus 1. Mind well, only we are replacing n is equal n plus 1. So whenever you simplify, so you will get this one. But for simplicity, let us take un plus 1 minus un, and whenever you just take LCM and simplify, you will get this one, and this is going to be always positive, and that means that un plus 1 is greater than un. That means it is going to be the increasing sequence. Now, what is the bounded below or bounded above? But the increasing that, so what we have to find that what number is that, so that the sequence is bounded above, and that number I'm just going to find it. But clearly is that whenever you see this kind of, and first n has power that is 1, n has power 1, that means both the polynomial has the degree 1. So this number, whenever you take the limit, so you will get definitely 2 by 3. For example, you have 2n square plus 3, here you have that is 5n square divided by 3n plus 6. But whenever you simplify, the highest power is that is n square, highest power is n square. But when you take the limit, so definitely you will get left with that is 2 by 5. The same argument I'm just going to apply here. So this number is going to be what exactly 2 by 3, and which is less than 1. So upper bound is there. I am not interested for this lower bound, but still you can consider, because when I take n is equal to, so what I'm just going to get, that is positive. But if I start with n is equal 1, so what it will be, that is g1 is equal 2 minus 3, that is minus 1 divided by n is equal 1, so that is minus 1 by 7. That means what we can say, bounded below by that is minus 1, because this number we are not able to cross this one. It is not exactly minus 1, that's why we have not written here that is equality. So keep in mind that. So this is the bounded above by 1 and increasing, therefore we can say that the sequence is nothing but a convergent sequence. Let us see another questions whose nth term is given by this one. So is the sequence is a monotonically increasing? Now we are not able to find its direct limit, but for that what we are going to consider, just observe that un is equal, that is given. From this we have determined un plus 1. But for our increasing or decreasing, because we want to show that the monotonically increasing, that means we have to consider un plus 1 minus un, and it should be greater than. But it is clear that this is going to be the cancel out till 1 divided by 3 raised to n, and what you are left with 1 divided by 3 raised to n plus 1, and this is going to be the positive always. Therefore we can say that un plus 1 is going to be greater than un, therefore it is the monotonical increasing. Now our target is what? To check that this sequence is convergent. So what I have to determine? I have to determine the bounded above by which number, and this sequence whatever you have given that the un is there, and that can be written. This is what exactly geometric progression. Ratio common 1 by 3 is there, and therefore it is a geometric series but finite. So a, whenever you have given that this kind of series ar square plus ar raised to n minus 1. So this finite series is there. So in that case a into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r, and that is we all know. And this is what exactly our partial sum Sn, that is already we have done in our schooling. So what we can observe that we have to compare with this. So first term, that is going to be our first term, and r, that is what? Ratio. Second term divide by first, third term divide by second. So in that case we are going to get only ratio r is there. This is what? As a ratio. So from this what I'm second divide by first, so r is nothing but 1 by 3. Third divide by second, so 1 by 3 is there. So I'm just going to replace, r is replaced by 1 by 3 and a is equal to 1. So I will left with this. But whenever you simplify, so what you are going to get, that is a 2 by 3, but that is as a denominator, so I can represent that is 3 by 2. Is into 1 minus 1 divided by 3 raised to n. But this number itself is going to be what? Exactly as a decreasing. But this number cannot, when we take its larger number, so it is going to be what? That is 0. But we are interested on the upper bound. So I'm just going to take only 3 by 2. And therefore this monotonically increasing is there, bounded above is there, and therefore it is the convergent. This is another questions like that. Also we can say that the an is there, so we can find n plus 1, and after that we have to take n plus 1 minus an, because we want to show that the sequence is convergent. So for that we have to check that monotonically as well as the bounded above or below. So let us start with n plus 1 minus an. So answer is 1 divided by n plus 1, because this number is going to be the cancel out. So only we are left with this one, and which is positive, and therefore it is a monotonically increasing. So we are interested in only bounded above. So this number also always we can represent. So 2 raised to n minus 1 is less than or equal, that is n factorial, when n is greater than or equal to. So whenever I assume that it's reciprocal, also you can verify that the n is equal to, so what you are going to get left with 2 less or equal 2 factorial, and that is 2 less or equal 2 is there. N is equal 3, so what you are left with 2 raised to 3 minus 1 is less than or equal 3 factorial. So you can say 2 square is less or equal, that is 6, 4 is less or equal 6. That means this is going to be happen. But when I take reciprocal, so I'm just I'm just going to left with 1 divided by that is 2 raised to n minus 1 is greater than or equal 1 divided by n factorial. So when I put here n is equal 1, so what I'm left with 1 divided by 2 factorial is less or equal 1 divided by 2 raised to 1, n is equal, that is 2. So what I'm just left with 1 divided by 3 factorial less or equal 1 divided by 2 square, and n is equal, that is n. So we are left with this one. So this number is there, 1 divided by 2 factorial, that can be replaced by this number. This number is also replaced by this number, and so on. But always this is there, and so I can write that this is less than or equality. But we can observe that this number is also less than this number, because this is the finite terms. These are the finite terms, and this is what exactly infinite terms. And we know that whenever we have the infinite terms, so our geometric progression will be what, a divided 1 minus r, and that is going to be the final. So here a is nothing but 1 and r is nothing but that is 1 by 2, that is the ratio. So therefore a divided by 1 minus 1 by 2, and whenever you simplify, so you are left with only 2. Therefore we can say an is less than or equal, that is 2, but this is the factorial number, so it will never below the 0, and therefore it is written that bounded below by that is 0. But we are interested on the bounded above, and therefore the theorem says that the sequence is nothing but convergent. This is the squeeze theorem, also it is known as the sandwich theorem. Whenever you have given the three numbers such that it is arrangement like this one, and suppose you find limit of un and limit of vn, and that is going to be the L, so middle one has to be what, exactly L. So let us discuss first question, n factorial divided by n raised to n. So u1 is there, u2 also you can be written because n is equal to, so you will left with this one, u3 is there, un is there. But also this number can be written like this one, and also you can understand this is always less than 1 by n, that is you can say. Also you can verify this is less than 1 by 2, also you can say verify this is 1 by 3. This expression is at most 1, because when we assume that n is equal to 2, so what I'm just going to get, 1 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2, and that is going to be 1, and therefore we can say this expression is nothing but 1, and therefore it is written that n is equal, that is 1 is at most 1, and therefore we can say that the 0 less or equal un is less or equal 1 by n. But when we apply the limiting concept, so this is also tends to 0, this is 0 is there, also 0, so by sandwich or you can say squeeze theorem, middle has to be what, that is 0. This is another question, but we know that that is the cos n is bounded by that is 1, but when we take its power 2, so also it is going to be 1 always, but it is not minus 1, so instead of that we will write that is 0, because cos square n cannot be negative number. Okay, that's why we are saying that 0 less or equal cos square n less or equal, that is the 1. When we divide by n and when we apply the limiting concept, so according to sandwich theorem we will get the answer, that is 0. So in this video we have discussed about the monotonically increasing decreasing sequence and how we can find the bounded above and bounded below, and based on that we have checked that how we can say that the sequence is convergent or divergent. Thank you.